You can buy farming input at a low cost. Instead of the 600, 700 budget, the banks, this is your campaign so that you can get fertilizer at a price of 250 so that you can buy farming input at a low cost. Instead of the 600, 700 budget, the banks, this is your campaign so that you can get fertilizer at a price of 250 budget. Your campaign so that You can buy farming input at a low cost. Instead of the 600, 700 kwacha per bag, this is your campaign so that you can get fertilizer at a price of 250 kwacha. Your campaign so that you can buy farming input at a low cost. Instead of the 600, 700 kwacha per bag, this is your campaign so that you can get fertilizer at a price of 250 kwacha.
This is your campaign. This is your campaign so that you can buy a bag of fertilizer. So that you can buy a bag of fertilizer at 250 kwacha. That was what Hakainde Chilema used to say. He told us that we are going to buy a bag of mealie meal at 50 kwacha. It's there. He said it. Very, very clear. So now, anyway, I'm doing a repeat of what I said yesterday, because what I said yesterday was very important. Unfortunately, Facebook decided to delete that broadcast, all of it. They just decided to delete it. This morning when I complained, they brought it, and I think they wanted to bring it back, but I think I spoke too soon when I exposed them that here it is. They are now saying that they are processing it, and up to now it hasn't come. Of course, the problem that we have with Facebook is that on Facebook we operate at their mercy. This is the problem with Facebook. Facebook, we operate at their mercy. This is just an application that somebody has made and has offered it to us almost free of charge, and he's the boss. He does whatever he wants. If he wants, he can allow me to be there. If he wants, he can cut me off, and there is nothing that you can do. Facebook has got the right to delete whatever they want. It is theirs. They have got the right to cramp you. It is theirs. And it happened to me. I had a page with a huge following, over 700 followers, and they just switched it off. They just switched it off. I went far and wide trying to fight it, to bring back the page. I even went to South Africa. And there in South Africa, I learned really there is nothing that you can do. And I came back and started this new page. This page that you are watching me on is a new page. I had another page which was bigger. And unfortunately, the UPN, oh, by the way, my ring looks good, eh? It looks good. I polished it now. You see, I can make it, nice. Thanks, Moses, for polishing my ring. Anyway, now they can do whatever they want. There is nothing that you can do. There is nothing that you can do. And of course, a number of people have been asking me to come up with an alternative platform. The challenge is that most of these platforms, like even to create a website, a lot of people don't like going to the website. YouTube, I don't know. I'm looking at that. But seriously, a number of people are more on Facebook. Facebook commands a huge following than any of these social media platforms. But I'm looking at the possibilities. Maybe I should invest in having, also a separate equipment that is recording also on YouTube, so that I have, a number of platforms. I have one platform where I'm recording also on YouTube, and another platform where I'm recording also on a website. I am considering all these things, but unfortunately, you can do better if you have resources. If I have resources, I can do better. I almost don't like some of these people that call me to lecture me, or no, you should do this, you should do this. I'm telling you, I don't like it. I don't like it. I know a lot of things. I could do a lot of things if I have the resources. So it is not lack of ideas. I'm not lacking ideas. Sorry to say this. I'm not lacking ideas. I have the ideas, a number of ideas. I could do a lot. The issue is that I don't have the resources. That's why Hakainde Hichilema is in government today. I want to tell you this. Hakainde Hichilema is in government today because I don't have resources. If I had resources, I would have made Hakainde Hichilema to resign. Yes, Hakainde Hichilema, if I had resources, I would have made you to resign. I would have made you to resign. You are lucky I don't have resources. So, I just have to be at the mercy of Mark Zuckerberg. That's all. I have to be at the mercy of Facebook. When they decide to air to keep my article, that's fine. They decide to cramp my broadcast, that's it. It is poverty that is making me to be here and allowing Hakainde Hichilema to be doing some of these things, because I would do a lot. I would do a lot to make sure that this government, they actually just run away. I would make them run away. Trust me, if I had the resources, I would make them run away. Because I would fight them in courts. Some of these things that they do, the illegal things, I would fight them in court. I would fight them in court, some of these things. I would put up such a vicious campaign that Hakainde Hichilema would feel like Wekele Pamuliro. You should pray that I remain without resources, because really, if I had resources, Hakainde Hichilema, your government is the easiest to remove. It's the easiest because you are the West. You are the West. This government is the West. We have never had a government as useless as this government. This government is not useful. It is not useful to the Zambian citizens. This government is making the Zambian people suffer. The Zambian people are suffering more because of the UPND government. So how useful is that? It is not useful. It is making us suffer. Even the praise singers, they can say whatever they want, but they are struggling, they are suffering. You have been talking about corruption. You have been talking about corruption, that no, you are fighting corruption. Your government is the most corrupt government that we have ever had from the time of independence. This government is the West. We have never had a government as corrupt as this government. This government is so corrupt, and it is coming out. The FIC report showed, some of you don't know. Some of you don't know. The FIC report showed 6.1 billion. 6.1 billion in illicit or fraudulent or suspicious transactions. This is high. It's higher than what we have been having before. This government is more corrupt than the PF that they were talking about. And this is what I was talking about yesterday. Unfortunately, they don't want to hear that, because they are dictators and they do everything they can to pay even Facebook, because Facebook, these people influence. Some of you are naive. You think that Facebook is such a credible institution with people with high morals and credence and everything. No. There are a number of times that Facebook has influences politics. If they are paid, there are agents that work with Facebook. It is not UPND, not some of these, but these, these agents that UPND, that Hakainde Hichilema has, these international agents, they are the ones that engages Facebook and make sure that Facebook, operates in their favor. These big institutions that they work with, those are the people that go to Facebook and influence them. Even as I'm watching, even as I'm showing, they have made sure that they sort of like limit the number of people that are watching. There are few people that are able to see me right now. Even if you search the page, there are few people that are going to easily find my page. Because Facebook has made it that way. And why have they made it that way? It is because the UPND, using their international agents, have reached out to Facebook and they are manipulating things. Facebook is there for business. It is not here to do charity. Yes, they allow you. They allow us. They are even allowing me now because I am drawing traffic to Facebook. And they are able to do their adverts and so on and so forth. But really, at the end of the day, it is not charity. It is a business. And if somebody pays them, they will do as instructed. And here, they have been instructed. They were instructed. Drop down that page. And they dropped it. Because how else did my page just disappear? My page can't just disappear from Facebook. And you can't say it was hacked. No. No. It was just dropped by Facebook. I did what I could, but Facebook just dropped it. They can't just drop it. I mean, what crime do I have against them? Nothing. But they did it because the UPND government, a dictatorship government, influenced them to drop my page. And even yesterday, they influenced them to drop my broadcast because I was talking about their corruption and the evidence is there. Who is going to say now UPND is not corrupt? Who is going to say UPND is not corrupt? UPND is corrupt. There is no way you can run away from it. The evidence is there. The evidence is there. You are corrupt and you are more corrupt than the PF that you used to accuse of corruption. And this is why they are fighting the Auditor General. They are fighting the Auditor General because if you look at the FIC report does not give you the details. The details are contained in the Auditor General's report. And the Auditor General's report for 2022 has not yet come out. And this is what the UPND are frantically fighting to make sure that report does not come out as it ought to be. They are fighting. They want to manipulate it. That is why they are fighting with this Dixon Chela. They are fighting. They want him out. Dixon, they want him out, not for anything, not for criminality. They want him out because he has asked them tough questions. He has asked them tough questions, and they have seen that they cannot manipulate the man. That is why they want him out. Mind you, the Auditor General's job is basically to look at the government. They audit the government. The Auditor General's office is nothing but an instrument that focuses on the activities of the government, particularly the executive. How they spend government money, how they spend taxpayers' money. And these people, Ababa UPND, this leadership of UPND, Nibaka Walala, they are stealing. And the Auditor General has gone in to ask them questions which they have failed to respond. The Auditor General has gone in to ask them questions on the issue of fertilizer, and they have failed to respond at the Ministry of Agriculture. The Auditor General has gone in to ask them questions on how they conducted the census, and they have failed to respond. The Auditor General has gone in to ask them on the hunting concessions, hunting licenses, and they have failed to respond. The Auditor General has gone in to ask them how they are procuring medicines, and they have failed to explain. This is what they are scared of, and they have put somebody there who they believe they can manipulate. The Auditor General's office now is no longer credible as it used to be, because the Auditor General's office now is full of people coming from one region. That office is now full of people coming from one region. People who they believe are going to manipulate the report to favor them. I don't know what they are going to say about the FIC report. I don't know. I'm sure they are not happy that the FIC report has exposed them. They are not happy. Now they can't stomach it that the Auditor General wants to bring out the nitty-gritties of how they are stealing. They don't want that. So it's to frustrate, it's to kick out Dick Sichembe out of the Auditor General's office. It is not about criminality. It was just a guise that they are fighting corruption. These people got allowances. I have challenged them here, and I'm still challenging them. Take those people that you accuse that they got allowances to court. Take them to court. Let's see if they're going to be convicted. I can assure you, those people will never be convicted because there is no criminality. How can it be criminal? Me, I'm sitting here, I don't even know, but somebody approves allowances and deposits them in my account. And some fool will say, no, but if you see that money that does not belong to you, you're supposed to declare. Are you telling me people will be able to count how many allowances they are due to get in a month when they are busy working, unless they are not working? But if they are working, they cannot keep count of how much allowances they are going to get. And you are talking about just 1 million for a period of 4 years. And some of the people that actually got the same allowances, they have not been arrested. Mukuli is one of those people. Mukuli, the permanent secretary, is one of those people that got the same allowances. How come he's not arrested? And Mukuli, some of these allowances, is the one who even approved. How come he's not arrested? How can you arrest the person that has received the allowance? You leave the person that was signing to approve the allowances. How? How can it be? And you go and arrest the secretary to the treasury. The secretary to the treasury, I mean, he's the last person to approve. He looks at if everything else has been approved. Then he approves. And he has got powers to do that. So how are you going to prosecute him for doing his job? How are you going to prosecute the secretary to the treasury for doing his job? How are you going to prosecute him? How are you going to prosecute for people who received the allowances when they had worked? How are you going to prosecute them? How are you going to prosecute a few, leaving out so many that received the same allowances? How are you going to prosecute them? It is not true. It is not true that Dickson Chela Sichembe is corrupt or he got money that is not due. No, it is not true. What is true is that this government, ababa mukukulu bali mu buteko, they are scared. They are scared of the report that would come out of the Auditor General. Just like the report and the indicative is the fake report. Look how the fake report has come out. It is logical that the Auditor General is terrible. And Hakainde cannot stomach that. He can't bear to see that. That is why they are removing the Auditor General. They want the Auditor General that is favorable to them. We have had the presidents before. They never touched the Auditor General's office. It's only Hakainde Hichilema who has come to touch the Auditor General's office. We have never had it. We have never had it. Check how Auditor Generals have performed. Only this government, they want their relative, their cadre to be the Auditor General. Only this government. Only President Hakainde Hichilema. Only President Hakainde Hichilema is the only one who wants an Auditor General that he can command. Only this president. What does that say about him? What does that say about him? We have had all these presidents. They never tampered with the Auditor General. They allowed the Auditor General to work independently. But Hakainde Hichilema wants an Auditor General who is his relative, who is a UPND cadre. What does it say about Hakainde Hichilema? Even you by international community, including me on our Facebook, who are supporting Hakainde Hichilema, what do you think of this person? that you are protecting, that you are dropping my page. What do you think about him? Do you think he's credible? Do you think he's doing what he's supposed to do? Do you think he's fighting the corruption that he's talking about? Do you think he's doing that? If at all Hakainde Hichilema was free from all these graft, he wouldn't be tampering with the Auditor General. But he's tampering with the Auditor General because he knows what he has done. He knows what they are doing. That's why he's tampering with the Auditor General. That man, the Auditor General, Zambians, I tell you, we must hold him as a hero. He's a hero, not a criminal. He's a hero. Because this guy that you accuse to have been appointed by Edgar Lungu, he actually gave Edgar Lungu a hard time. Dick Sichembe gave Edgar Lungu's government a hard time. He used to bring out reports which Hakainde Hichilema then was enjoying. He was coming out, making press conferences, exposing the corruption of the PF because of Dick Sichembe. But today, because Hakainde Hichilema is in State House, Dick Sichembe becomes a bad person because he was doing his job. And you go and smear him with some fake corruption of receiving allowances. When did receiving allowances become criminal? Because even if it is discovered that the allowance that you have received, you are not entitled to it, what is supposed to happen is to handle it administratively. They can ask you to pay back. They can ask you to pay back. Like they themselves have actually said in their statement that some people are paying back. Okay, fine. Why are others paying back? Why are others being arrested? Because if you are saying some people are paying back, why are you not asking Dick Sichembe and the others to pay back as well? Why? Why are you taking them to SCC? You select a few, most of them coming from the northern and eastern part. Most of them, if you look at the names there, most of them are coming from the northern and the eastern part, which makes this government very tribal, very regional, very regional. Ndafiauku, if issues are coming from this side, they are very quick to act, like the way they did on Switchlight. On Switchlight, people were arrested, locked up for a long time. Whilst in southern province, lithium is being mined right now as I'm talking. As we are talking, they are mining lithium there illegally. Kamuswa went there and saw Ifilongoma, lithium, where they're digging lithium. The mines minister went there. He saw the illegal miners. He interacted with the illegal miners. Did you see any DC being arrested? Did you see any provincial being arrested? Did you see any party official being arrested? No. But this side, I want him. This is the government that you have. And this is exactly what Wakaunda said, that Hakainde Hichilema will divide the country. Because now everything is being perceived through the spectrum of region and tribe. Everything is being perceived through the lens of, tribalism and regionalism. You can say whatever you want, but I'm talking to people who are in the civil service. They are confirming this, they are testifying this. And some people, they are even those who come from southern province, they are also not happy. Some people who come from the southern province, they are feeling it because the tribalism is not in the citizens. It is in this leadership. The tribalism is in Hakainde Hichilema. That's where the tribalism is. He's the one appointing people in these positions. But it's not necessarily that those people who are being appointed are tribal themselves. No. So some of them, they are feeling it and they are denouncing it. And I want to tell you, my brothers and sisters, Tongas, Lozis, Kaondes, whatever, it's not you I'm talking about. I'm talking about the leadership. I know most of you embrace the one Zambia, one nation value. But we have a leadership that is tribal. And it is making you also, to gravitate that way. Because you are scared. If I identify myself to be, a neutral, I'll lose my job. So I sympathize with you. But we have a terrible, racist, tribal government. This government is highly tribal. And it is not acceptable. You are busy waiting for the list. You young people, you are busy waiting for the list. You are waiting for that list. That list is being scrutinized on tribal lines. On tribal lines. It is not coming out because they want to make sure that their people are put in. That's why it is not coming out. I mean, what process takes 7 months? How can a process of recruiting people take 7 months? What are you doing? If not trying to make sure that you get your own people in and you leave out others. This is what is happening. This government is highly tribal. This government is highly corrupt. Yesterday I showed you some of the figures. Yesterday I showed some of the figures which were analyzed. And look at this. Look at this. I have to repeat exactly what I did yesterday. You see, this is coming from news diggers. This is coming from news diggers. Analyzed cases in 2021, money laundering. They analyzed 34 cases. And the value of that was 1.6 million. Here it is, 2021. You see that? They analyzed 38 cases. The value of that was 1.6. But look at this year, 2022, in the government of Hakainde Hichilema. In the government of Hakainde Hichilema, look. In the government of Hakainde Hichilema, they analyzed 45 cases. And what is the total value? 3 billion. 3 billion, to 3 billion. Can you say Hakainde Hichilema is better? Because mumu teko wawa lungu, uvoba lungu, balungu 2021, mumu teko wawa lungu, 1.6 million. 1.6 million. Mumu teko wawa Hakainde Hichilema, tulelanda pali 3 billion. Twice what we saw during the time of Edgar Lungu. In terms of corruption, at yo, ba PF bali corrupt, ba UPND ma angels. Look, in 2021, here it is. In 2021, they analyzed the 22 cases of corruption. The value of that was 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion. 22 cases, ka? Nomba mubuteko waba Hakainde Hichilema. In the government of Hakainde Hichilema, the angel, the Messiah, Mr. Fixer. 13 cases only. 13 cases. Look at the value. 1.6 billion. Awabantu niwaka bwalala imu. Awabantu niwaka bwalala. Mwila ibe pati yo. Shani wa Hakainde Hichilema is fixing. Nothing. He's fixing. They are fixing their pockets. These people will be rich. By the time they will be coming out of government, they will be rich. You can analyze everything. The trajectory is higher in this government. And you can be sure that the Auditor General's report is worse. Is worse. Muni corruption in name. And they just don't care about you. They don't care. Some of you are crying about Kamono. I'll come tomorrow. I'll talk about Kamono tomorrow. I'm putting, the evidence. Me, I speak with evidence. I don't just survive like some of you. No, Kamono, hey, they have stolen money. Hey, those people were stealing from people. What evidence do you have? What evidence do you have? I'm coming tomorrow. Me, I'm giving you evidence tomorrow. I speak with evidence. If you have those directors, those directors were indeed stealing, I would not side with them. I will not side with them. I don't side with criminals. I don't side with criminals. It doesn't matter. They could even pay me. You could even pay me. If you are a criminal, you bring money to me, I will get that money. But I will not come on Facebook and disgrace myself, dishonor myself to talk about, to launder your corruption. No. The least I can do is to keep quiet. The least I can do is to keep quiet. So you will never pay me to come and talk, to come and defend criminality. I will never do that. That I will not do. If you have given me money, the least I can do is to keep quiet. But never to come and defend you. Never. And if you are not careful, if I've seen that you are too corrupt, you are not even repentant, I can even eat your money and still talk about you. Still expose you. I can still do it. That's how I operate. So, I won't ever the mono. Hey, they stole money. They stole money. They stole money. Relax. Relax. I'm coming tomorrow. 20 hours tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is Friday, yes. 20 hours tomorrow, it will be on Kamono. 20 hours tomorrow, it will be on Kamono. Make sure you make a date. 20 hours tomorrow, it will be on Kamono. I'm putting together, I'm studying a number of documents that I've come across, and I'm talking to different people. I want to make sure that I have good information. The same way I'm defending Sichembe here. I'm defending Sichembe because I know he's not a criminal. I know he's being targeted by criminals instead. These are criminals. We have got mafias in government. We have got mafias in government. Crooked people. They are in government. They are taking advantage of this country. They are looting this country. They are damaging your lives to an extent that by the time they will be done, I don't know how many of you are going to be standing. I don't know. Because they are getting even the little that you have. The little that you have. Now, Kataka 20 pin, you go and invest in Kamono. Vapitako. Now, they have locked the money. How are you going to access your 20 pin? How are you going to access it? So the little that you have, they are grabbing it. And the pressing out come at, no, those Kamonos, they failed to their obligation. They were not paying people. I will come. Tomorrow I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it. I will give you what the reality is. And I will tell you who is corrupt, who is a criminal, who is taking money from you. Who is taking money from you? I'll talk about it tomorrow. This government, they don't mean well. They are cruel people, uncouth people, hard-hearted people. They don't care. They don't care how Zambians are suffering. They don't care. They just don't care. Otherwise, they will do the right thing. And doing the right thing was to stop exporting maize in good time. Now they have exported maize. And this useless minister is saying, no, we have enough maize. We have enough maize. Another useless minister, on the other hand, is saying, no, we are importing mealie meal. Which is which? If you can't see confusion in the UPND government, then what kind of a person are you? If in the same government, one person is saying, no, we have enough. Then the other person is saying, no, we don't have. We should even, here is an SI. Bring in maize without paying tax. What is that? How dumb can you be not to see how useless this government is? How dumb can you be? How dumb can you be not to see the corruption of this government when reports are coming out showing how corrupt they are. How dumb can you be when you can clearly see that they are arresting people, victimizing people because they are scared of being exposed? How dumb can you be? Where did you see receiving allowances being criminal? Where did you see receiving allowances become corruption? Where? How can you sit there to think of Sichembe, Dixon Sichem, if to think of him as a criminal when he received allowances like anybody else? How can you say he's a criminal? Let them take that case to court. I know they will be looking for a favorable magistrate who can deliver. But facts are facts. That money was not stolen. That money was due to them. They never stole. And a number of people got the same money. Got the same money. The same people, a number of people got the same money, including your relatives that you are protecting. Your relatives that you are protecting, like Avena Mukudi, you are protecting them. Bridget, nanani udia mayo udia. Udia mayo udia tudia wa kwa teshina limbiri. Joyce, all those that you are protecting, all those that you are calling heroes, they receive the same money. They receive the same money. But because you want to get rid of Dixon, you want to compromise the system, you remove him. Because you want to be stealing at the Ministry of Finance, you remove certain elements, certain people that you think will not do what you want. Especially those coming from a certain region. You remove them and you label them criminal. No Shalimo Akabamu. Today you might be comfortable. You are working there in your offices, wherever you are feeling comfortable. You think Hakainde Ichirema is your friend. Wait very soon. Wait very soon. This Chilufya Tayali, this public lawyer, that today you might be insulting, that today you might be hating, you will need him. You will need him. Just like those cadres who were in the northern part. Those cadres who are in the northern part of Zambia, they thought we are fools. And they thought they were clever. No, there is no tribalism. No UPND chakuti. When they put them inside, they started calling on us to speak for them. Wait, even yourselves. Because even among Tongas, there are people who are crying. I know a number of Tongas who are in court just because Hakainde Hichilema looks at them as traitors. Because if you are a Tonga, Hakainde Hichilema wants you to agree with him. You must be automatically UPND and agreeing with every nonsense. If you question, you are a Tonga, Nishabana West. Because to you, he will look at you as a traitor. And I know a number of Tongas who are in court today simply because Hakainde Hichilema looks at them as traitors. Because maybe they were appointed by Edgar Lungu. Maybe because they were in government during the time of PF. So Hakainde Hichilema sees them as traitors. And today they are paying. They are paying over useless cases at willful failure. Willful failure. Wait for your time when we will come and follow you on willful failure of purchasing, procuring single sourcing things. You are Biri, this Biri, Wakuzamsa, Biri Mwetwa. Biri Mwetwa, wait. You can be there trying to talk, justify nonsense. Out of 3.6 billion budget which was allocated to buy medicines, 2 billion went into single sourcing. And you think you are going to hide in the emergency. No, it was an emergency. It was an emergency. Who created the emergency? How can you spend 2 billion in procuring single sourcing medicines? It was an emergency. We will come for you. We will come for you. I know others are saying, yeah, you will go to jail before us. Very soon you'll go to jail. I want to repeat it. I want to tell you. For me, everything is okay. Going to jail, it's okay. And after all, which freedom fighter, true freedom fighter, never tasted prison? You will just be canonizing me as a full freedom fighter. Neo-colonial freedom fighter. I am a freedom fighter. I'm fighting for the Zambians. I'm fighting for this country. I want this country to be liberated from criminals like the UPND. I want this country to be liberated from foreigners, from imperialists, like those who are Copenhagen and our Brent Trust. The trade, what is that? Trade whatever report of FIC is showing that there is a lot of, corruption going on between Zambia and South Africa. And it's obvious because the headquarters of the imperialists that supported President Hakainde are in South Africa. So that's why money is going into South Africa to these imperialists. It is terrible. It is terrible. We are in trouble. And you can be comfortable today, but wait. A lot of you have turned around. You have come to believe what I talk about. But even those of you who are doubting me, it is just a matter of time. By the end of this year, I will have more disciples, I can assure you. By the end of this year, I will have more disciples. Because a lot of you will be affected. A lot of you will feel the pinch. You will suffer. This is a fact. It doesn't matter whether you are UPND, you are not UPND. You will suffer. Suffering is coming. By the end of this year, we will suffer. IMF will go. The money is not coming. Very soon, this government will be struggling to even pay your salaries. They'll be struggling. They'll be struggling. This government, things are not okay with this government. It's terrible. It's terrible. But for them, they are making money. That is why they want to illegally procure medicines from Egypt worth $120 million. That $120 million, it will go into Egypt's accounts, but they will follow that money and get it into other countries. And this is a problem with this government. This government is so corrupt, but it is working with foreigners. While PF, they were corrupt, but they were working with Zambians. So we were benefiting out of the corruption of PF. We were benefiting, even you were benefiting. Even me, I benefited. Because those who were getting tenders, whichever means they were using, when they get that money, they were spending it here. They were spending it here. Some of them, they were having side chicks. Those side chicks, they were being given a lot of money. Those side chicks, when they are given a lot of money, they used to share with their friends. They used to share with their relatives. So we were benefiting in one way or the other. For me, when a cadre is given a contract to say, no, panga kamusebwa pasha nashanu. But they needed documents. The cadres will run to me. But Tayali, somebody has given me, for me to do a road worth 1 million kwacha. I need to form a company fast. And I will swing into action to create that company, register that company accordingly, and I will be paid. I was not being corrupt. The corruption was happening in Uko, but because certain parameters were needed, legal parameters, and I came in to do the right thing, and I was being paid. But with this government, there is nothing like Zambians coming in. A good example is this Egypt scandal, where government has just spoken. It's like picking a phone call. Hello? Yes, is that the Unified Procurement Authority? Yes. Oh, this is Billy Mwetwa, the brother to Atnan, Uyumwetwa, Southern Province, whatever. The brother to whatever, who is whatever to the president. Oh, yes. What do you want? No, I want medicines. Can you organize medicines? Oh, send 120 million. Oh, okay, I'm sending it. And 120 million is about to go to Egypt. Without Zambians touching it. No Zambian is touching it. 120 million is about to go. But I want to tell you, my brother Nkulukusa. My brother Nkulukusa, you know how much I respect you. And you know me. You have not known me today. You know where I stand. You know the kind of person that I am. You know. I want to tell you, my brother, you are a professional. Don't allow illegality there. Don't sign that Egypt a scandal. It is a scandal, my brother. That deal is not following the public procurement procedures. It is not. So, my brother, don't put yourself in trouble. You don't want to have a situation when this government goes, they start following you. Do the right thing. Don't pay that Egypt deal. It is corrupt. It is corrupt. Masevo knows. Sylvia Masevo knows about this. She knows, and she knows her interest. Billy knows, and he knows his interest. They know. But you, my brother, you, Secretary to the Treasury, Nkulukusa, my brother, I'm telling you, don't pay that money. Don't send any money to Egypt because the procedure has not been followed. Don't. The procedure has not been followed. And then apart from that, the medicine from Egypt has not yet been certified in Zambia by Zamra. Zamra has not yet certified the medicines from there. Don't hear the nonsense of this Billy. No, an MOU was signed in 2017. Billy, I'm going to repeat. Which school did you go to? Are you educated? Or do you have Google on your phone? Can you Google? Find out what an MOU means. What does an MOU mean? No, an MOU was signed in 2017. What does MOU mean? Yes. I remember that MOU when Edgar Lungu went to Egypt. But Edgar Lungu is a lawyer. He didn't sign an MOU and immediately medicine and money start going to Egypt. No. An MOU is an intention. An intention, simple expression of interest for people to work together. An intention, not a contract, not an agreement. No. Not an agreement. An MOU is not an agreement. Government does not act on an MOU. Government does not act on an MOU. No. There must be an agreement after fulfilling all the prerequisites of the law. That is when you enter into an agreement. That is when now things start flowing. So you were Billy, where did you, or you are just a useless cadre who has been put there because you are related to that one and that one and that one and that one. That's all. Because you are related to Cornelius Mwetwa, who is related to what one, who is related to President Hakainde at the end of the day, because this is what it is. To get anything, to get in any position, any serious position, you must be related to this one, who is related to that one, who is related to that one, and that one who is related to Hakainde. That is how you survive in this government. If you are not related to this one, who is related to that one, who is related to Hakainde, you tapali chove. Tapali chove, you become a victim. You become a victim like Dick Chela. That's what it is in this government. And these are facts. You can argue with them, you can say whatever you want, but these are just facts. Because if that guy had anything, had any proper education, he might be a grade 12, but where you are just dipped in water and you come out. But you don't learn. Because if he is learned, he would not be talking about an MOU. You can't talk about an MOU. Who is bound by an MOU? And for that matter, even if it was an MOU, even if there was an MOU, if I thought that MOU was not favorable to Chilufya Masebo and Hakainde Hichilema, they would not respect it. These people are not respecting contracts. Contracts, signed contracts. They are not respecting them. How can you respect an MOU? How can you be talking about an MOU? No, an MOU, on record, an MOU 2017. You are not respecting contracts. Binding contracts, you are not respecting them. Labeling them to be corrupt, labeling them to be criminal. How can you be talking about an MOU? And you think you are fooling us. You can fool those fool Zambians, not me. You can fool the foolish Zambians, not me. Those who are foolish Zambians, they can be fooled by that. But me, no. Me, I remove myself. I remove myself. I cannot be fooled by Billy. I can't. A man who spends 2 billion in single sourcing, repeating companies over and over, same companies. Yashi. And this other company that has not even delivered 474 million. 474 million contract given to a mission farm. 474 million given to mission farm. It hasn't performed. And you call yourself, you are a good government. You are a bad government. Risking the lives of Zambians. Risking the lives of Zambians because you want to bring medicine that is not certified. With life, we don't do trial and error. We don't test. Once life is gone, it's gone. Billy, you must understand this. Chilufya Masebo. Chilufya Masebo, I don't. Chilufya Masebo, you don't do trial and error. Hakainde Hichilema. You don't do trial and error. Let me put it properly. President Hakainde Hichilema, with due respect to you, we don't do, trials with life. That's why Zamra is there. You sent people into Egypt and they carried sacks, empty sacks, to go and fill them up with medicines and come back to Zambia. It doesn't work out like that. Medicines which are supposed to come into this country are supposed to be certified. But the medicines that you sent them to go and buy, they are not certified. The medicines that you want them to bring into the country, they are not certified. Zamra is there for a reason. Zamra is there for a reason. It is terrible. You are a disaster. You are an embarrassment of a government. You are a shameful government. You are a shameful government. You are running a government that is really rotten to the core. We have never had it this bad. We have never had it this bad where Zambia, which is supposed to be producing maize, people are lining up for maize, for millimil. Millimil, amataba fyaku pantamo mu Zambia, fyaku pantamo. But now we are lining up for millimil. It is a disaster. I declare Hakainde Hichilema's government a disaster government. It is not a new dawn government. It is a disaster government. Usually when I'm talking in the night, I allow people to call in. I don't know if you are in the mood. If you are in the mood. If you are in the mood to make a phone call, you can call. If you are in the mood to make phone calls, I can allow you to call. But the number that you call, you are calling a WhatsApp line. You call on WhatsApp. You call on WhatsApp, and the number that you are calling there is the number that you are calling on WhatsApp. 0763 302207. It is an MTN line because MTN for me is the only company, at least, which has got some semblance of sanity in terms of mobile service. These other companies, for me, even to call them, I find it difficult even to call. I mean, I'm a Zamtel person, but you have made Zamtel rotten. You have made Zamtel to be so inefficient because of the bad governance that is there. I'm supposed to be on Zamtel, but unfortunately, Zamtel, you have messed it up. So now I resort to MTN because MTN at least, so that's why I use MTN, and the number that you call is 0763 302207. I don't know if somebody wants to call. Otherwise, I can leave my I can move on to something else. I think abantu balatino kutuma abantu akasuba. Bomva buno kutuma obushiku. Baletina akasuba tibalaba mona. Anyway, I think I've said what I wanted, what I said yesterday. Hello? 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 Kanetwe Kashupe. This is one of my followers. She's Chavipa. I really wanted to hear from that that person follows me. Hello? Hello? Network not so good during the day. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Mulishani bossy.
Wena from Mulishani.
I program ndaikonga sana ukusukuna hapana shitaki yokuparking kana jao just ngikuba Tayali.
Serious?
Ni wale kwa bankonge ndibayiwe ndeko kulande chini kumti makonzo ushi kundesha I don't go through.
Oh, okay.
But there is a kemi mere fishinka. Aba president besu nabo naula. Ero problem ikala mbili kwa ya kutira ti. Balebe papa sunga kichalo chino chali onaika. I won't lie to you, I'm a taxi driver. Ndasenda abantu mahoteo abakusana alikuwa tama contracts mahoteo na mahoteo konzo kwa pangira nama meetings bote ndalipe shiba. Ndawanyo musungu ama investors of abengi wale kwa America. Wale papa wale kuipusha anda kichalo chali like now you have got a good leadership now. Ndabele ya pochali mwena tapano bilo kule chula west. Mwira unkwa kubalena makole nazaba leisa muna kichalo chili muna papena na chilipa. Ubunga na budula. But if you tax not the putting webe na basungu febe na bamazanja iswe tule chula ifwe. Mamona. So by presentation the kuliba former president na government ya lipo kuba sungu fo ndemi ya kena kishika. Mamona. Yes that shaba kukenya ba ishira tfale fo alandi mono. Kwali brother umona sister. Ba ishira tfale fo alandi ya kulima mo atfale lima mata. Alisa jewa kukenya tibali mwema zakita sama kwa tamano kwa njebe. Teti mupere landi
you know?
Danukutira lanzi muno mzambe mwala shala genshi. Nalisa mwana tatoka kwa president akabale tontomanisha ifwawe. Kozi fwe mistepera fwe bengi bali tueba sana pali farming batu stana empower batu stana lanzi watampo kulima. Mwamonaga watampo kusema tawa yale ubunga wale ku Kenya. Ali lanzi nganalisa stana coding nalisa mitumana kale coding wa Tayali. Okwale lanzi. It was very ashamed. Mwamonaga no kunje bati na president Ruto kuna afiru huko. Na afiru roja utatu kufika. Oh, mamona. so abantu beera beepa abasunga baleesa ati muno ekyalo kyalyonaye katwakatako simba oba omuno awe katwakakwati ku Sudaani awe n'amapresidingi azabeena baleerandikirawo kwapapeena bali komenta nabeena baleekyo naye nga bantu bana mufirite kwaca ndabeeba nati kaloka byeni kukazama uko muye mulombe kulya mwamonaga era nga waddandawala problema lekwe batufire olebombesha kwe bantu tulabombesha getini bebi tulabomba fwe bambi tuuka na 05 kwe mukubomba mwamona tinduka 20 hours mwamona but bintu na official fact economy bafire besule mwamona then nga balanda pawunga tubunga bali kitasimagole ubunga kale bamba abantu kuisha ku Kongo
kale
Vale bamba, and for your own information, Zambia is an economy. If you feel for what chingile pali yangu ati yangu is a free market economy. Lakini na abantu wale shomunga ku Kongo kozi is a free market economy kwa fere wa shoko likonzo kwa lefuaya. Mamona da? Ahora tunatotela sana batari ngeke mpo paka mkuishero na rasha moto kanjia kwa keni kutike kulibani.
Namba mwalale kantambo kutontonga nyoko bata abantu bale ko kubomba bambo kumfa kuli tayari. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
This is Njogu from Kaba.
Thank you. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Wewe Chilufya mtu afwe kona tuchore ngani pakabo economic activity tapava.
You know?
There's too much poverty levels pakabo. No economic activity that ever civil servant that ever folele. You can't even have 100 kwacha. Me, I'm a businessman. That's a shoe paying to. I don't know my MP of Kabufu nothing. Even the government, nothing. Youth empowerment, you have applied for CDF, you had almost a 2 years, nothing. You who have connected in a UPND over there, nothing. Otherwise, things are bad.
No. I'm here.
Okay,
thank you. And you know, somebody was some guy was saying, you know, you are organizing people, an army to be calling. I mean, these are people that call from different areas. I don't even know them. How can I organize people to be calling? I mean, people call from everywhere around the world. They don't, it's not just the locals that call. We have people calling from other countries, they call. And somebody says, no, you have organized an army of people that are calling. How? I'm a phone, I did a few, not at Jan. So, your phone. Hello? Hello?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Vanakangwa here from Lusaka.
Thank you, Vanakangwa. Please go ahead.
Tayali, I have I just have one question, but before that I have one comment. Therefore, quick share kwa wena Zambia. Bushe mwena Zambia ichichpowe ichiri mu Zambia. Abantu tabale chuna muri ichipowe mu Zambia, and I'm wondering whether abantu bale mune ichipowe. Umuntu is leading you and refuses to go and live in State House because he wants to be free in his own house and continue to do his things.
Vanakangwa, pali babatuma banebabo, abaneba baba beni bakateko. Ati kulekile ndeke oko. Kulese mioto kesha pusana. I think kwali bamadiro ene bafwaya balefisa. Because ngababa mu State House, it's like he's going to be exposed. Ati kwali bakantu kukulekile ndeke. Please go ahead.
Indeed, Tayali, I think you have just taken words out of my mouth. The reason that he does not want to go and live in State House because he's unmanageable. And this borders on dictatorship because he wants to run his own affairs. Mungande yakwe,
Yeah.
where he can make. You see, in State House, the government makes rules for you.
Yes.
They tell you who you have to see, what time. There's a rule. There's a procedure on how you are to behave when you are a president.
Yes.
House. Secondly, Tayali, I remember one time Munea Zulu asked Vanalumango in Parliament about her interest in Fugilite mining in Mansa. She asked Vanalumango this question, and Vanalumango said, I don't know about that, but anyway, you come and see me. That was her answer. She said to Munea Zulu, come and see me. I would like to find out what has come out of that question that Munea Zulu asked Vanalumango, because we were not down. We all knew where the question was leading to, was her interest in Sujilite and her registering a mine and participating in the mining of Sujilite. Vanalumango Vatwebe Bechinka. Is she involved in Sujilite? We want to know. Because we have eyes to see and ears to hear. But Tayali, thank you. We are your listener.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much. But let me take an opportunity to talk about this issue relating to the vice president. During that time, I actually spoke about it, and I got a feedback from various people that came to me. And what I got was that, no, actually Vanalumango is not involved in Sujilite. The issue is that Vanalumango fails to come out and say some of these things which are happening. I was told that actually Vanalumango has been sidelined. Mubuteko, she's a vice president, but she's a vice president just ceremonial. There is nothing that Vanalumango can do for you. The Vanalumango, at whatever it is, I was told that Vashushubali Vashinguluka Vanalumango to an extent that Tabakwatana Pakusakunya, Tabakwatana Pakwati Bafuntukire, because of how she's being treated by this government. This is the information that I got. And they pleaded, the people that actually came to see me, they are involved in this mining activity. They are involved. Just that I cannot reveal who they are. But they confidently told me that yes, they are involved in Sujilite themselves. One of them is actually the owner of, one of the mines. And Vanalumango is not part of that mining. However, is linked to Vanalumango somehow, but he wish Vanalumango would have powers. But the people that really are in charge are the people in State House. So if you want anything done, unless State House authorizes it, nothing will go. Nothing will fly. Vanalumango in parliament to answer questions. But otherwise, it seems she has got no powers whatsoever in as far as this government is concerned. She's not a person that you can go to at vice president niwa mayo, vice president niwa auntie, let me go and whatever. Nothing. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, boss. Okay. Il live program taira kwa?
Il live wapaso mulipa live that.
Okay. Well, in the issue in the for quick shot of the so Kukumani Moku. Then Paraguatinako, in Najan Mogola, Kupano, she get the stable into the duty. She never bench.
Vanima. It's true. It's fishing kasana Vanima, you are almost obsolete. You are almost obsolete. You are almost useless because people are contributing money, but they are not really getting the benefit of their contributions. But anyway, the problem is Pishe. Never minister Vasilvia Masewo, wafya tukwete sana. You know, because that is under Ministry of Health, and the ministry is just in a mess.
Because for example, if everybody go to Central Hospital, then you have to transfer, go to another clinic, you are in maybe 30, 40 kilometers. Again, you need the transport, and then what's the point of paying for him if they can't assist you?
Yeah, you are right. No,
then in the issues, the issue boss, unga varevika pamapolice station ureka renchiteta takuambioko naiko shani. Why is it that nishiteti vakutwaya kona muma outreach avo vakushitisha or whatever, because the longer I stay in there, out of some time kunone mfura ileroka bwara mboko na then nilo sifuti na ena so nshishivera vena vavungo fuvale tontonga nyava kwa agriculture.
Very good point. Very good point. Very good point.
Yeah, like here in Thieve at the police station, there are about maybe 8 or 10 trucks. Everybody's impound there. But the other trucks, they are just staying there for, I don't know, maybe a para 2 weeks. Why don't they distribute the minimum?
You are right. And let me just say this. You are right about that. I mean, the problem is ngamkwete chipante government wafya abantu abashayishiba how to run a country, how to look after people, because ngachakwati really pali illegality, they can go to court and the magistrate would allow them to dispose of that minimum and they can give it to people. You know, I remember uyu kuzedara uyu former DJ Alex Tangaikate if into asara dishanshani but let's start donate kuma orphans and so on and so forth. No mbaba kairi imitwe na shifwasa. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Tayali, all the way.
Natotera sana. You have brought very good points. So this guy is very right. You know, you said no, take minimum to the borders. Now, namwambo kusangwa no uvunga nombo waluka ni cocaine. If they find you with minimum, yavani cocaine number, mad drugs ubunga. Mwaikata mwambo kula sunga. And really some of these issues, they are not even cases. That's why you are holding. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Good afternoon, Mr.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. This is Unit Mother from Jack Compound.
Okay, my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, me, I'll talk of the China. Superman, I think Superman, design on my running, was pay Finland. Ninguadana kama dama kwa hospital na peleka unishama sumira kumanyumba kwa pasa approve so that atazienda kwa hospital kutanta mamonga ife because if atitanta wani pala you go to clinic at kutani inkwala but patizo kama kia inkwala zilimu
ati inkwala zilimu
watayari ndine mgazi jowa stroke
uliko bwanji mwana
you go kunima at least about Tayali. If you go kunima, like in Mkwaza Nitenga, many wakuda people go and buy. So what's the point of paying Nima? And the government says no, medicine in clinic. In Shoga Peka was something of Nimba church, was Tipas and Anqua and Ifetuando. Effective what about to Tale watu kombacha kimangwala zilimo mkliniki. Ngatsa kwanza uzipeka kwa kliniki. Watazizi gula, uzazina usabatika kimangwala zilimo. Boza kwanza mitima watu. Imagine uzigwana nyele tu kliniki. Every day akia kimangwala zilimo mwana mzima government. Kama nani sungira kwa nyumba kwa soda tizwa non voter. Tizipanga milai wewe ndio abroa akatwala. Wapa sa kimangwala kwa nyumba. Anakuwa yokora ala kutukwana ni mayoko wapula oyo. Ana mai wantu sana mone mapampishi. Mafuta ni amoza wasa yupile ndi wavutikila pamozi mkombo ni mone.
Maningi.
Someone was saying here, when the family were PF, when the sound of PF from Russian team of Munaruza, but my vote on your most. Some of us were doing fine before we got even sick. Whenever I had a connection of government, we used to work on our own. Whenever we rely on anyone, say no, government, it was zero or so. But these days, we are not done to Kulipe. My contract to Kulipe. Era boasting at me, Zilimo and Chito Zilimo. I think I started creating children. It's just create because I paid a pay for my madam school hospitals. If you have a panga, could be more than no director of the panga. About some of the panga end of my church.
Zikomo mwana, Zikomo. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I wanted to find out something from you.
Please go ahead and find out. If I fail, the goodness with this platform, I also have listeners who can also help me to respond. So please go ahead, find out.
I feel your program is just a smear campaign against the government. You don't mean
okay.
Always. We just think about it.
Yes. He's the president. Who do you want me to talk about? If not HH, who should I talk about?
Okay, fine, he's the president. That's why you talk about it.
Exactly.
But you remember when he was in opposition? Let me finish. Remember when he was in opposition, you were thinking about the same. Was he a president?
He was the biggest opposition.
I'm saying, but there were people in government. You were not talking about it.
No, I was arrested. Why was I arrested if I was not talking about them? I was arrested during the time of PF. If I was not talking about them, how was I arrested?
You were arrested for something.
What? No, for what?
Not
Tell me, why was I arrested?
You were arrested for something else.
What? What was that? What was that? Tell me. No, we should converse, Bwana. Let's converse. It's a phone call. So let's talk. You are saying...
I can't just... You see, when you are talking about a program, your program is coming boring now.
If it's boring, why are you listening? If it is boring, why are you listening? If it is boring, why are you listening?
You need to be checked.
I need to be checked. Your dictatorship. Yes. Your dictatorship. I know who you are. You are a member of parliament for Wengwa. And that's why you are defending. But I want to tell you, you are a dictator. You people, you are dictators. So that control that you are talking about, it's dictatorship. I know who you are. And you can't intimidate me. Forget it. You are dictators.
It's not about it.
It is dictatorship. Why should I be controlled? How can I be controlled? Okay, let's... Okay. Honorable. Let us be civil now. Tell me what I'm saying which is wrong. Tell me one thing which is wrong. Tell me.
Everything.
One thing. Tell one thing that this is wrong. Tell me one thing. You are a member of parliament and people are listening. I want you to tell me what I'm saying which is wrong. I know you. Come on.
I'm not a member of parliament.
You are a coward. You are a coward to deny that. You are a coward. You are a coward. You can't even stand your grounds to say yes. You are a member of parliament. Okay, fine. Let's leave that. Okay, let's leave that. Tell me what I'm saying which is wrong. Tell me.
What is wrong?
Tell me.
You are busy accusing people. They have done this.
What?
Without the information.
No.
You have gone too fast.
No. I like this conversation. Please stay on the line. You tell me exactly what I've said, which is wrong. Tell me.
You keep on saying the same thing.
What? Be specific. Be specific. What?
The same thing.
What same thing? Say it. What? Be specific.
You know what you're talking about. You don't need to be minded. You know what you're talking about.
I mean, my brother, I mean, really, I want to have a good conversation here. I'm happy you called. I'm really happy you called. Now, I want you to say it exactly. What this which you are saying is wrong. Tell me.
I'll get back to you. Let me just pick another call.
You see?
I'll definitely get back
my
to you.
brother. Thank you. Hello?
You are a power.
Go ahead.
Even last time, I said Tayali, never accused. Now I told my brother Papa in program with the fact. And this person was supposed to come with the fact. Africa Abuela Abu Shusha and a chin to Chamano can go Koyanka, but I can go Koyanka. Africa I'm a fact. Africa budget I'm a fact. Intimidation singer series.
Yeah.
Democracy. Africa, Vatali.
Yes.
1+1 inache answer emozi 2 ilibe 3 ilibe 4 mamuuza ni bakro cheti mtushimozi akangwa kuyanka yanga kwaji boarding program yamena panga phone call asista contradict eka sorry for saying Mr. Tayali, this guy is useless. Useful for you idiots. He's a useful idiot. He's a card a useful idiot. Asiyekubwera pali program ati siete azitache enjoy na bibatezo funo kamba batatumira phone manje ambafuna kamba kutibalisa angange chele serious mona niba la manje banatumira phone na tuibuze imali banatumira phone very important manje nangera muri demonic program yake vemwana jaso ni ma distractors have not come to but funo kamba vazoona but the good part is that once wantu mzambe of vitamins olaona what is right what is wrong. So forget about Monga Ivan Baso Vatari. Funga church pelega chef company kuno kwa America. Yamenopanga poison testa che poison. Score 1 billion. If I was to testa poison.
Okay, thank you. Hello? Hello?
Yes, boss.
Yes.
Na wewe kavili. Nomba bwana, vaona ni bora ifiro kwa skama position sure.
Lekeni mpeleko vambi so that na vena valandeko please look, for me, challenge me on what I talk about. Challenge me on that you are saying this. Where is the evidence? I'm okay. Hello? Hello?
Yes, Mkwai.
Mkwai. Wina fe Mkwai mawombeni.
Mkwai. Matari chakubara kondefo kubitotera pali program yenu hii. Ndaikonka sana. Nomba shkwata fele opportunity kwa na tuma mwanja suka.
Ne.
Chakubalira po defo kuranda pali uyumwacha itachona reboyu wa chituma. I don't think if he even deserves to be called honorable because muntu that honorable mfure mwawa ya sense of humanity no konko muntu ofya ndalo kuchibo opo muntu walerwa no potarubire. So the muntu it's like give blind support over the church one go at one UPND. So those are the people that don't mean well for Zambia. Because if a person means well for Zambia, he should stand on his grounds to support what is good and reject what is bad. And for that, I, as a Zambian citizen, don't remember Tayali, Kwewati, Kawombere Chapamo, as Zambians, and we should do campaign as Zambians so that Muntu Kabapo, before these people are ruling this time, they are being put by other people from other countries, they are being sponsored, and once they are voted into power, they have to pay back to those people. So they are doing that because they are paying back what they got from those people.
Yeah. Thank you.
So they told the program and itwalirire not nokumeruka itwalirire, we are behind you, we are going to support you, but the commitment that I can assure you is time yama campaign, I will join you so that we go further out to campaign, so that we are going to use our resources as Zambians to campaign. No, we are not going to use our resources from foreign countries, because once those are the people, once that person comes into power, they come back and command things normally.
Yeah.
And that's what makes Zambians to be left vulnerable, because those people.
Hello? 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 Yes, please.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, my live there.
You are live, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm a big fan of this program. I watch it every time. I follow. I follow so much, and I'm in love with it. These liars shall never inherit the kingdom of God. They are coming here with lies. Let them find their own space where they can be telling lies. The whole minister coming here to start talking. Look here, I'm calling you from Kawata constituency. Here they lied when we had a by-election. But after that, what is happening here? There is nothing to show that these people are around. Even their praise singers, they are just wallowing around here. They are doing nothing but still waiting for 6 years. What is happening now is that they have started even sharing clothes along the rail line there near Pomora there. If you go there today, you find a big piece of land there. We are hungry. We're hungry. But let them not pretend as if things are okay. There's nothing. Our councillor here, where I'm quoting from, he stays in Livingstone. He stays with his wife in Livingstone, not in here. Is it okay if I mention the word?
No, just leave it there. This is enough.
Thank you very much. I could have mentioned his name. He only comes, I think, maybe, I don't know. Which is very bad. People are struggling here. There's nothing. We have even failed to open a police post which was left by PF at Kamlanga Clinic there. It is already done. Just putting men there is their fault. What can they do? What else can they do if they are failing to do simple things?
Yeah.
I thank you, Mr. President. We are following.
Thank you very much. Thank you. There we are. People just call this program and they express themselves. I don't ask anyone to call in. And I don't ask anyone to sit and watch this program. No. And what I express here are my opinions. This is the way I see things. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't watch the program. If you don't like the cast, don't watch the movie. It is simple. If you don't like the cast, don't watch the movie. Don't watch the movie. Don't torture yourself to come here and listen to what I have to say when you don't like what I'm saying. But really, if you call this program to challenge me, come with facts. Come with facts. I deal with facts. I deal with facts. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tayali.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Got just one question. If you have an answer to that, sir, I will appreciate.
Okay.
On whose account, sorry to ask this, if I'm wrong, you correct me.
Yes.
On whose account is the motorcade coming from the community house to the state house every day? And how can I put it? Is it us Zambian who's paying that, or is how much is every day for them to go and come back? If you have got those figures, then I will understand, sir. Thank you, sir. I'm sorry if it's a wrong question.
Thank you. Thank you. This is it's a right question, a very good question, and these are the questions that we should be bringing out. This is a very good question. On whose expense is that motorcade going back and forth, community house to state house, community house to state house? On whose account? Unfortunately, my brothers and sisters, it is on our account. We are the ones paying for that expense, and it is not a small expense. The movement of a president is not, the movement of a president is not cheap. When the president moves, a lot of money is involved. Look, let me outline for you. When the president is moving, there are police officers throughout the road. How many police officers are being lined up? We might have over 100 police officers, manning that road. Apart from that, we don't have 2 vehicles, 3, 4 vehicles. We have, on the minimum, 15 vehicles going to State House, going to State House and Community House. And apart from that, there's a danger. The danger, recently, we had this lady that died, that was knocked down. And the government has been quiet about it. A person was killed. Imwe. Your president is risking people. I say your president, yes, he's my president as a Republican president, but he's more of a party president than a Republican president. You take him as such. His movement is risking the lives of Zambians. Every day that President Hakainde Hichilema is moving back and forth, is risking the lives of Zambians. When they are putting State House and the roads that leads to State House, there is a consideration. A security consideration is there. A security consideration, number 1, on the president himself. Number 2, on the other people that are involved in the movement of the president. Number 3, the ordinary citizens. But Hakainde Hichilema, to them, it doesn't matter. As many people can die, it's okay. As long as Hakainde Hichilema does what he wants. And when I talk about him, no, it's too much, you need to be checked. It's Hakainde Hichilema who needs to be checked, not me. It's Hakainde Hichilema who needs to be checked. It's Hakainde Hichilema who needs to be checked for staying to community house and going back and forth, risking the lives of Zambians. Already, a woman has died. And not only that, we have had other accidents that have happened. A number of vehicles have been bashed. There have been damage on property because that road was not meant to be moving in back and forth for a president. If you look at State House, look at the roads that lead to State House. They are made in such a way that the risk is minimized. But now, with Hakainde Hichilema, first of all, there is a risk on himself. There is a risk on the people that are around him. There is a risk on the citizens. And apart from that, there is a huge expense. When we don't have money, Hakainde Hichilema talk about prudency. But what prudence is there? When you are going back and forth, spending a lot of money every day, and you talk about prudency. And when I talk, at why do you talk about Hakainde Hichilema? I will not stop. I will not stop. You can call in. The number that you can call is 0763 302207 on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp. I can take a few more calls and then I can leave it there because I need to go somewhere. You can express yourself. You are free. This is how it should be. In a democracy, people must have the right to express themselves. And what they say, it doesn't have to impress you. I'm not here to say nice things for you. No. I'm an opposition leader, Economic and Equity Party President, Chilufya Tayali. I must offer checks and balances. And this is what I'm doing. Hakainde Hichilema must not be in community house. Hakainde Hichilema must be in State House. What Hakainde Hichilema is doing is very wrong. Corruption that I've spoken about, it is there. Fake report is there. Auditor General's office, it is being manipulated. It is evident. It is evident. Me buying of medicines in a fraudulent manner, in a corrupt manner, it is there. Many meal shortages are there. Lack of money, it is there. You are not paying Zambians. You are paying foreigners. All these things that I talk about, they are real. So why are you getting upset with me? Why do you want to check me? Check yourselves. Check yourselves, not me. You need to check yourselves. You need to check yourselves. Anyway, I think Naranda Sana, let me say bye now. Bye. Thank you very much. Tonight, I'm not going to... Tonight, I'm not going to be live because I've done this program. So tonight, I'm not going to be live. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes. How are you, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Yeah, honorable Mdala Wachirela Ndawa. Shupa, even in Parliament, every time opposition is just against opposition. The time when you are those guys in opposition, you got arrested because of talking. Pariwa PF. Number when Balimu party, Balimu government, you are still talking. So what's wrong with that? Everywhere, let them look for schools, start building schools, start building hospitals. Not if you are under. That's why I'm
Thank you. Thank you very much. There's one person that has been really frantically trying to call. You can call. I'll pick your call. I'll pick your call. I know you called earlier, but hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm quite my Yeah, I'm quite.
Mbaya for we kushapa liwina mletona lepo liwina nisatana shiwabe owabe katamano yawa utabatontonganisha kwa banankwe satana shiwawa muno muchalo mu Africa oteka taba abantu amano yawe yakano kula tontonkanya kwino nichinshi ofulo kuyipusha kusheni banga balechura apa twese murandati awe ifindi mune wanaona vyavanhu atiri boarding era ati magoshe mwakutumina foni ati undimine kufoni tamumweva so mumweve era ati makofye nokutamba era atamba kofye bantu chipuva kuti mutumbishi okay
yesu mamkwana totera
mna
Anyway, like I said, I think I'm leaving it here for now. Tonight, I'm not going to have a live broadcast, but tomorrow we will have a live broadcast. And one of the main issues that I'll be discussing is the Kamono farm investment. That's what I'll be talking about tomorrow. I'm gathering information and I will give you the details tomorrow at 20 hours. Thank you very much and have a good evening.